I'm Eric Loy, and welcome to Eric Loy Interviews. On this podcast, we talk with folks from the VTuber community on their channels, their talents, their stories, where they come from, and their plans for the future. And we welcome Matthias Riyo. Hi.
Hello, my name's Matthias Riyo, Arctic Fox bartender at your service. How are you doing today?
Doing great. Appreciate you coming on. It's always good to talk with folks from the various services, and you sound like you've got things going pretty well. Is VTubing becoming your favorite thing to do these days?
Uh, it's a bit complicated these days, actually, because I started VTubing like this year.
Yeah.
I've technically been streaming for a couple of years now,
Mm-hmm.
but but VTubing has really been like become a thing for me like this past year.
Yeah.
And started out on Twitch, then I got onto Irium early access.
Yeah.
And I'm actually the first early access streamer on Irium.
Oh, cool.
So like as well as like the first PNG on Irium. Like I was there before PNGs could blink or move their mouths on Irium.
Yeah. That's you. So you're the pioneer as far as that goes in the U.S.
Yeah, like I don't want to sound like I'm being like cocky because like I'm still like below a lot of people who are in early access who joined after me who are like very talented people, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And the reason I say it's complicated is because like whether I enjoy it or not is because I do enjoy it. I love interacting with people. I love streaming, VTubing.
Yeah.
But my streams don't really, my streaming style doesn't really fit a lot of people's taste because it's strictly just me sitting down with some relaxing music and chatting with the people on my stream. And
a little campfire type of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. And there will be times where I start my Irium streams and I will like it'll take like 7 minutes for someone to join, and that can be pretty demoralizing. But I've just decided to keep going with it because I enjoy it so much.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing is you're enjoying yourself with it, and that's always going to be number one. Folks can say, "Oh, well, I enjoy doing this, that, and the other thing." Yeah, but if you're doing something you're not enjoying it, why are you doing it? Especially.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and no matter how you're streaming, you're still putting yourself out there for people.
Yeah.
It takes some courage to turn on that microphone, especially in a situation where you don't have a safety net.
Yeah.
Which is something completely different than what I'm doing now because I'm old and I don't like doing without a safety net anymore.
Yeah. And I know I'm not old. I'm 24 years old. I'm not old in the slightest.
Yeah.
But I believe one of the youngest people on Irium is Yamiko Ren. She's such a sweetheart, and I'm like, oh my god, it's been almost 7 years since I graduated high school. Like, oh my god, like time is going by so fast, and I do not like it.
Yeah. Well, wait till you get up here.
Yeah.
You want time to move slowly and quickly at the same time.
Yeah.
Depending
it
on
all depends on the circumstance.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So why did you get started in streaming in the first place? Was it something that you had wanted to do for a while, or you just kind of got a wild hair one day?
I got my PC when went back in 2021. I believe February 2021, and I had a friend. We don't talk anymore. I don't know what happened this time, but we just stopped communicating. and she was a massive inspiration for me to start streaming because I always enjoyed the idea of playing a game while interacting with people at the same time, uh, and like entertaining people. I've always found that like very interesting and something that I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And go ahead.
No, no, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like, she was like the main reason I started.
Yeah, and once you turn that microphone on for the first time, and and got into the world of streaming, were you really nervous, or did you take to it pretty quickly?
Uh, I wouldn't say I was nervous. I definitely didn't know what I was doing. Because I there are two separate streaming apps that you can use to stream, like Stream Element. No, not Stream Element. Stream Labs OBS, and then regular OBS.
Mm-hmm.
I started out with Stream Labs OBS, uh, and which is which I believe to be the easier of the two
Uh-huh.
to use. But it takes up. But I found out it takes up more. I believe it takes up more space in your PC than OBS.
Mm-hmm.
And so I started using regular OBS, which I find to be more reliable as
Mm-hmm.
well.
Yeah. Too
Uh,
bad you can't combine the two and come up with something, take a little bits from here, a little
yeah,
bits from there, and kind of hybrid it to come up with something.
yeah.
But the Ethereum streaming is something completely different.
Oh yeah, and you've interacted with plenty Arium streamers
Mm-hmm.
from the interviews I've seen you do.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Um, one of them is one of my closest friends, Yang.
yep,
Uh,
yeah,
uh, she has been one of my biggest supporters,
yeah, yeah,
and I love her to death.
yeah. It's
But
it's been a lot of fun
go
talking with
ahead.
folks on this on the Ethereum side of things, but it is very different than streaming on the other platforms because of how it's made. Do you think you were able to adapt to that pretty quickly?
Yeah. I at first I had to do it without music
Mm-hmm.
because it's not like you whenever you close the app, your stream pauses
Mm-hmm.
and on Ethereum, so you can't just close your app and then play music on Spotify or something and have it play through your stuff. You need an external device to play music on your stream.
Mm.
Like I have this Bluetooth speaker I use for that my mom gave me
Mm-hmm.
for streaming
Right.
on Ethereum,
And
and I
and
just play a bunch of lo-fi.
yeah, that's what's going on in the background. We're taking the curtain back a little bit and looking behind the curtain of Matthias' streams.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it does. There's one thing that when I started doing these interviews, and I worked with radio boards for 35 years, so I know how to work those things. You give me a little Shure mixer, and I'm on top of that son of a gun. Uh, but
yeah,
but hooking up through a computer and trying to set up all the inputs correctly,
yeah.
I might as well have been.
It's quite different.
I'm,
It's
I'm,
quite
I
different.
might as well have been trying to do brain surgery with a cheese sandwich. That's how well I was doing.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
why am I only getting the noise from the fan on the air? And trying to find out, but it does take a little while to get it to the right point, and then to get it
yeah,
reliable too. When that happens, because when you work with some of these programs, I work with Audacity because it's free and a lot like what I used to use in radio, and of course Discord, which I paid a single cent for, by the way. Um,
yeah,
but you also get what you pay for sometimes.
yeah.
You
And
it'll reset to its own things by for no particular reason, and you have to deal with it that way. Um, but when you're putting together your own equipment, you have to have it work together pretty fast. Were you able to do that as a streamer early on? Get exactly what you wanted?
Uh, I uh, my setup was very bare bones
Hmm.
when I first started streaming in general. I only had one monitor. I had a an all right PC at best. My PC is still all right at best,
Hmm.
and uh, I it's recommended that you use Ethernet for streaming,
Right.
but I don't. I just use Wi-Fi, and that works fine.
you,
Uh,
you
but
used a word there I haven't heard in a long time. Ethernet.
yeah,
I haven't heard. I haven't.
yeah,
That's from the old days of computers. There.
yeah, yeah. It's that is what's recommended
Yeah.
because it's just faster upload speed.
Hmm. Yeah. And if there's one thing people remember about a Wi-Fi connection, I hope they do, is that it is a radio connection. You're
Yeah,
transmitting, and it is not an infinite connection either. Um,
yeah,
if you go to a, and this actually happened to me in radio. My boss didn't figure this out until it was too late. If you go to, say, a college football game with the major college football teams playing, and you try to use a cell phone, you'll realize that you don't have as good a service as you would, say, at your local Starbucks at your hometown, because everybody's using the same Wi-Fi. Uh,
yeah,
it's that pie is getting split up into so small pieces that nobody's getting good service. Um, so you can't like do a broadcast stream over Wi-Fi. But if you have
yeah,
if you have the hard wire, which is what the Ethernet is, um, then you're fine. No one else is going to be using that bandwidth but you at that point. Um,
yeah,
it does make a big difference. And if you're trying to stream and using those programs you talked about, they do take up a lot of a computer and
yeah,
will take up a lot of space. Um, get that get that landline if you can and get it in there. Not phone
yeah,
landline because you'll never be able to get it to work, but the Ethernet cable, which I'm going to use that word all day because I haven't heard it in so long. Um, get that to work because that'll save a lot of problems for you. Switching over to Irium, it's a different ball game with different equipment and such. Um, have you found setting up for that easier, harder, or was it tough to get used to?
Oh, so much easier.
Yeah.
Because one, you can stream from anywhere.
Hmm.
Two, it's a couple clicks, and um, it's you to start stream, you press the stream setup button, uh, then you uh, press start streaming. I think there's oh yeah, post about your stream, then it automatically starts streaming. And sorry, I forgot there a little bit. It's
Yeah.
been a while since I've been on Ethereum for a little bit.
Yeah.
But the and when you get into the mindset like, okay, if I don't have the money to make the audio sound perfect, I might as well not worry about it.
Yeah.
Like, then it's like working with what you have is definitely a good mindset to have, and it makes it a lot easier on your end.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It makes it a lot easier on you on pretty much all the way around.
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you take that up because um, again with Ethereum, so much is based on the voice. So unless you're doing singing streams or playing an instrument over you don't really need the super high and super low frequency on your microphone. But if you're talking and you've got a basically normal voice and you're not all over the place, then a good average microphone will work for you. You don't have to spend $75,000 on the microphone
Yeah,
for
like
that sort of thing.
for example, this microphone is like $20.
Yeah, yeah. My microphone isn't even my microphone. I found sitting along the side of the road,
Yeah.
like my car.
Yeah.
But but no, it really it's most microphones will work unless, and I mean we don't have Radio Shack around anymore to kick around for their microphones.
Yeah.
But you get a decent one, and then maybe later on, if you really want to get sounding that radio voice, then you get a Shure or a Sennheiser or something if you really want to throw out the cash. Um,
Yeah.
but it doesn't. It's not with the Irium. It doesn't take you that. You just have to have a phone basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go
Sorry.
ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I left Arium for like a month
Mm-hmm.
because I was just not feeling like motivated at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I came back and apparently I missed a lot of drama while I was gone. Like like
uh, some
I'm not
things
gonna go too
happened.
deep
Yes.
into it. Yeah.
well,
I'm
well,
not gonna go too deep into it,
yeah.
but someone I was pretty close with and someone I was not close with at all did some no-nos, and now we're here.
Yeah. Yeah, but in general, it seems like the folks at Irium get along pretty well. And
Yeah.
you mentioned a person that I really enjoyed interviewing before, and I've seen you on the streams jumping in there.
Yeah.
It's very interesting when the other streamers jump in on the Irium and talk with them. It's very good to see that interaction going.
Yeah. Like you don't really see that a whole lot at the like in like Twitch or YouTube whenever
Mm.
like with like bigger streamers, but that's really only because that streamer's friends are being drowned out by the massive chat that the bigger streamers have.
Oh yeah,
So that interaction isn't really there.
yeah.
Uh
It's very tough to get that sort of thing to work correctly, um,
yeah.
because you Irium Irium will work with that very well because you don't have that interference with it. But you're you're one on one with everybody on Irium,
Yeah.
and on other stream
Yeah.
services you could be one and working with X amount of people, X being however many people show up. It's a very different animal. Um,
Yeah.
with when the Irium stream gets going, do you find yourself comfortable with that sort of campfire approach?
Yeah, I do. I I'm a very introverted person, so I prefer like whenever other people start the conversation and I'm able to keep the conversation going fairly well.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh
You're one of those folks who waits for somebody to start and then jump in.
yeah, and because I have autism,
Mm.
I was diagnosed when I was like
Mm-hmm.
young, and I I don't know. I get very socially awkward whenever I'm trying to find something to talk about
Mm.
first.
Now, is it easier for you on the internet with an avatar and that sort of thing to open up and communicate and maybe start the conversations?
Uh, I yeah, it is. Because I feel like my model tells my model and my it tells like a story because my model's supposed to be a bartender, right? I
Mm-hmm.
used to have an alcohol problem,
Mm-hmm.
and that's like to like the bartending persona is to like not let me go back
Yeah,
to that.
yeah. It's a nod to it without accepting it, that sort of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah. But again, you've emerged from that as a triumph, and here we are today.
yeah.
And congratulations to that, and keep going.
I
Uh,
appreciate that.
yeah, that's It's something that people don't want to have to be able to sympathize or empathize with, and they don't know how tough that really is to do. But
Yeah.
and it's not something you take. I'm done. Nope.
Yeah.
You're still fighting it, and my hat's off to you for that. That's
I
uh, that's super
yeah, I
important.
appreciate that.
Super important. And does streaming kind of help you with that? Kind of take your mind off things?
Yeah, yeah. Streaming helps me take my mind off of a lot of stuff
Mm,
that's been happening
yeah,
lately.
yeah. You get to with streaming, whether it's on Irium or other services, you get to kind of create your own uh, world, don't you? It's here's how I'm presenting myself. You're not going to remember that in third grade I fell and hit my nose on something and it started bleeding in front of the class. But
Yeah,
it's still me, but it's still you, but it's on your terms. That's what I'm trying to say.
yeah.
Yeah.
And like I my whole thing is I like to be transparent about who I am without giving too much information.
Right. Right.
And like and I already had given too much information because I was DMing a friend of mine, QMay, and I texted him a picture without thinking because it showed my face, my name, and my hometown and my age. So I'm like, oh wow, well I guess you know that now. Have fun with whatever. Have fun with that information.
Yeah.
But I I've definitely showed my face on Twitter, and I've people know my name,
Mm,
like my biological name.
yeah.
Just it's but that's really the most I'm willing to like share.
Yeah. Yeah. It gets it gets tiring sometimes, and um even when I was on the radio, and it's not like I was super famous or anything, but you always run into somebody that recognizes the name or the voice or
Yeah,
something like that, and then you realize that you can't in public do certain things.
yeah,
Yeah, you don't go to certain places because they'll say, "Hey, Eric Loy from the radio, he shops at such and such a place." You don't want them to know that. Um,
yeah.
he bought 17 Subway sandwiches and ate all of them in the parking lot. No, they don't need to know that, and I don't know why. I just confess to that. But these are the sort of things that with semi-celebrity type stuff you don't want people to know. And now online, people will use your stuff for so many different things anyway that
Yeah.
yeah, you don't want that. But having that um, little bit of anonymity anyway, a little bit of a shield, does that make you more relaxed before you turn the microphone on?
Uh yeah, yeah. Because I get relaxed to knowing I'm giving myself and not a character
Mm,
to the people who are watching me.
yeah, yeah. There are people who can do that and do it well, and all power to them. But that would be really tough to do for somebody like me because I'm not an actor to start with, and to try and do that for any period of time would just drain me so quick.
Yeah.
Um, uh, what if you try to do that? Would you be able to keep it up for any period of time?
No.
Mm.
Absolutely not. Uh I uh, I'm horrible with improv and like it's just I couldn't think of anything. I would just be like stuttering over my words all the time.
Yeah, that's tough to do. I know a fellow who would travel to Chicago from Central Illinois, which is where I am, to take improv classes at Second City up in Chicago, which is the place to go if you're going to, study that type of thing. and um, it was so interesting to hear him do that. It was like he became a different person entirely when he was doing his skits and stuff. Do you kind of see yourself as a different person when you are on the air, um, whether it's on Irium or other platforms?
Uh, I feel like to an extent I'm more not I wouldn't say family friendly, but more TOS friendly
Mm.
when I'm on stream. I don't like say like horrible words or anything whenever I'm off stream. I'm not saying that. It's just like I I make I make a lot of jokes
Mm.
that wouldn't necessarily be um, like that would probably make like people who don't know me uncomfortable. Like I,
They're not Sunday morning jokes. That's what you're saying,
yeah, yeah,
or Sunday at all jokes.
yeah.
when
Like
when you
yeah, this one's just for the friend circle.
yeah, when you first said that, I was imagining you walking around town swearing like a sailor at everybody you meet.
Yeah, no, I've definitely cut back with the swearing. I used to swear all the time,
Yeah.
but I've cut back on that because there's a time and place for everything.
Someone asked me, he said, "Do you swear very often?" I said, "No, I haven't golfed in a long time." And if you really want to learn how to swear, take up golf. Yeah, and
I I I do not have the patience for golf. I'm
oh
going to be honest with you.
no, and the biggest thing with that is the patience on yourself, because
Yeah.
I mean, you hit a real nice one, and then the next one you swing and the ball careens out of bounds or just dribbles in front of you, and the sheer rage is amazing. And that you can build
Yeah.
up and that sort of thing. The For you, as do you get a chance to kind of let off creative steam when you're streaming?
I would say I get very creative on stream at all, so I don't really feel creative like most of the time,
Mm.
but when I do, I let off that steam by just like writing about it
Ah,
in my notepads on my computer.
mm. Uh, do you consider yourself? Have you done some writing outside of streaming before?
No, it's just something that my therapist recommended.
Mm.
Just writing.
That's actually pretty good. You get a chance to. It gives you a real chance to compartmentalize what you're thinking and getting together, and then you read it and like, wow, that's you kind of realize what's going on a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like
yeah,
you put it in your own words, then you have to kind of eat them at the same time.
yeah,
Yeah, if I ate my own words, then my doctor would really be mad at me from the carbohydrates I would get. No blood test, thank you very much. I was just on stream for a while. Um, so when you first got a chance to stream and you turned that microphone on, how long did it take for you to get comfortable with it?
um, I feel like I was always comfortable with it
Hmm.
because I've always had people there with me to like hang out with on
Yeah,
stream.
yeah.
Because I've never seen streaming as like a chore or a job. Like I stream for fun, and with that being said, I'm gonna be myself, and if people don't like that, then they don't have to be there.
Hmm. Yeah, there are other choices
Yeah.
out there, I and people say, "Well, you're asking people to tune away." Nah, I mean, really, they're gonna find something else anyway if they don't like it. So,
Yeah.
why Why hang on to somebody who's not going to be happy? And those are the people who like to throw mud in your Cheerios. I just
Yeah.
let them go throw mud in somebody else's Cheerios if they want to. And now that you've gotten going a little bit on streaming and you've gotten going a little bit on Arium again after you get back into it, do you have any goals for yourself as far as streaming goes?
Um, I want to stream with like more people
Uh-huh.
on Ethereum,
Yeah.
um, because I feel like I just want to meet like more people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's more like a thing for me instead of like my streaming career because I don't really consider it like a career type thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a
Like I just want to make friends from like all over.
well, yeah. That's one thing with streaming on the platforms is going to do for you. You're going to meet a lot of different people,
Yeah,
a lot of different backgrounds, and hopefully some folks that you click with every once in a while, and both from whatever chat you have or from the co-streamers you have going on. It sounds like Irium's got a pretty good bunch of folks to meet up with and talk to. Heck, I've talked to almost half of
yeah,
them,
yeah,
and more to
yeah.
come. More to come this week. But it's having that camaraderie is something that's nice to have, and having some people in your corner. Off of streaming on other devices, have you been able to do much collaboration?
Uh, yeah, I've actually been doing a lot of collaboration with some friends
Mm-hmm.
of mine. And like in fact, after um, like I think at like 5 p.m., I'm playing a game with some of my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know if I'm going to stream it because I don't know if my because it's a pretty demanding game on the control on the computer.
Yeah.
Like so,
Yeah.
but
That's always a thing for streamers is will this game work with my streaming software?
yeah. Well, it's not even just the streaming software. It's just like, will it work with the computer in general?
Oh, that's
Uh,
even better.
yeah,
Yeah.
because there have been games coming out that are like really highly demanding for what parts you have in your computer.
Right.
Like, and some of them cost a pretty penny to even play on. Sorry,
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to say it.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Uh,
and then uh, if they're that intensive on the computer that you can barely get the computer to work, how are you going to stream it?
yeah,
And
and at that point it's just like this game is too demanding. I'm just going to play it on my own time, and if it doesn't run on my computer, I'm just gonna get it on like PlayStation or something.
yeah, that's just the easier way to get around it and still be able to keep up the pace because you don't want to stream a game that's barely working
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that sort of thing. So, what would you say would be your game that you enjoy the most, whether it's on stream or off stream playing?
uh the game I enjoy the most, I've there's two of them.
Mm-hmm.
One I play with my friend Yamiko a lot. It's
Mm-hmm.
Overwatch,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
the other one is a game called Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh yeah. Yep. A lot of folks enjoy that game for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. The what do you enjoy the most about the Baldur's Gate 3?
The fact that it's multiplayer and it's also like story, it's a story game that's multiplayer.
Mm-hmm.
That's like my biggest thing.
Yeah.
So, because that way you actually feel like you're going on a journey with your friends.
Yeah. Yeah. And they can help you out along the way.
Yeah, yeah,
It's nice to be able to do that in those sort of games because when I was first coming on and we first started doing internet games, um, it was very hit and miss as far as being able to game with somebody else on the net. Well, heck, when I started, we couldn't even play Pong. So,
yeah,
but
yeah.
it's really been interesting to see how this has developed over the years. And to now you go from having two players in front of you at home, having four players at home, to having people in other places, to having people on the internet, now being able to play with other people on the internet and have other people watch. Um,
Yeah.
it's and the technology continues to improve. If you had something, a chance to improve your streaming experience, um, what would you want? Is there something that you would really like to help you with your streaming?
Uh, Namely a better PC. Like like I would want a better PC just so that I can play whatever I want and not have to worry about like performance issues
Yeah,
on
yeah,
stream.
yeah. That's the thing that we're getting more and more intense games, but you need more and more intense computers to play them on.
Yeah.
And so I ran into a problem. I have an old laptop in another room that I have a lot of games on, and I loaded up Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, and Fallout 4, and I can't play Fallout 4 on it. Um, I own it,
Yeah.
but I can't play it,
Yeah.
which is very irritating. So sooner or
Yeah.
later, you do reach that kind of ceiling as far as that goes. Um, as far as streaming for you, do you plan to keep continuing to stream on other platforms and Irium, or maybe try to combine the two at some point?
Um I still stream I plan on just keeping them separate
Hmm.
really because Area is more like a chatting streaming service.
Right.
While Twitch is more like you have stuff going on your stream while
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And it's very I call it the campfire method, where you're the host, but you're talking with people individually on Irium more than you would on the regular streams. It gets to be like you're having several personal conversations at once, um, and you have to keep that going. You really kind of have to be light on your feet as far as that goes, don't you?
Yeah, especially because the uh on Twitch there's like a delay
Mm,
from chat to streamer.
right,
Well, actually, from streamer to chat, if you think about it,
right.
because we see the streamer sees the chat like when it's sent, but the delay on the stream makes it to where the chat doesn't hear the streamer acknowledge the chat until like a couple seconds later. On
Yeah.
Irium, it's like you see the chat and you respond immediately.
Yeah, that's so. When you are on somebody else's stream and that happens, um, do you kind of get freaked out by that every once in a while? How fast that really is?
Uh, Maybe the first time
Yeah,
I hopped on Urium.
yeah,
Actually, no. I was actually on Annie Live. Well, I didn't stream on Annie Live.
yeah.
But Annie Live is basically the what you're is basically the same thing as Irium,
Hmm.
but a different company, and but they were shut down due to reasons.
Right.
And then Irium came along. Irium US came along specifically.
Yeah.
Irium Japanese has been around for like 7 years.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's it. That's been going on strong. And one thing too with Ethereum US is right now it is for US audiences. Um,
Yes.
right now. I don't know how that's going to work in the future, but um, I think it's they're going to call it an experiment, it's a success. I think
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
a lot of people wanting to be on it and being a part of it. Um, you coming back to it? Are you happy with coming back to Irium?
I am. I'm
Yeah.
very happy. The And what you were saying about like it being US only, we are able to the U.S. and Japanese streamers
Hmm.
are actually able to log out of their account, make a new one, and then change the region to go into the other version of Irium.
Oh, okay. So you can do Japan
Uh,
Japanese if you want.
yeah, like I could log out of my account right now and do it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you were in, like, say, England, it would be pretty tough to do, but to get in on it. But I think that's, all of that's in the future, and a lot of that will probably ride on the success of how it does in the U.S. And right now seems like it's running along pretty good.
Yeah, it is. There's so many collaborations that Urium has done with like companies.
Hmm.
Like uh, there's a ice cream place that they did a collaboration with, like as like a competition
Yeah,
for Urium
yeah, yeah,
streamers to
yeah.
like be so that they could get like their own flavor. The winners can get their own flavor in that ice cream shop and have their cutouts like presented in the store.
Yeah. All right. If you won that, what would your cutout? What would your ice cream flavor be?
I really don't know. I don't try in the events. Uh, I oof. I really like butter pecan ice cream.
There you go. It's butter pecan, or mine would probably be some type of sherbet because I'm weird like that. But
Yeah, I
uh,
I I like sherbet as well.
yeah,
It's so good.
yeah. So overall, for you, this is still a lot of fun for you.
It really is. It really is.
Yeah.
And I'm very happy that people welcome me back so openly.
Mm-hmm. And
Uh, because I was just like I just dropped off the face of the earth for a lot of people. Like I just stopped talking to people and I didn't say anything on my old Twitter account
yeah,
and
yeah,
I deleted my old Twitter account. Like it was just
yeah,
I needed time to myself.
yeah. Well, you're back now, full force.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
folks can check out what Matthias has got going on. We'll have the links in the description for this interview. Thank you so much for coming on, and we will check you out. If we see you up on Irium, we'll come out and say hi and see how things are going. Folks, you can check out as well. Just check out those links in the description. Thank you, Matthias, for coming on. I do appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. I'm really happy you reached out to me.
Thank you for listening to Eric Loy Interviews. Join us again next time when we talk to another member of the always interesting VTuber community.